Hello, my name is Russell Hanabusa. I'm an inventor of a new kind of anti-kidnapping device that gives the DNA of kidnappers to the police. How does it do this? Well, you can kind of imagine that if a woman was fighting with a guy, she could scratch him, and then underneath her fingernails would be the skin of the attacker. That means a fingernail is powerful. It can DNA identify the attacker, and we will use artificial fingertips to do that. It will take the form of this kind of jewelry, maybe like this, which has these skin sampling devices here, artificial fingertips, which will come off in a struggle, scattered around randomly, and just by chance sample the kidnapper's skin, fall to the ground, holding his skin and DNA, and then they are wirelessly detectable by the police. When the police find the tag, they find the skin of the kidnapper, they take the skin, do a DNA identification, and then they know who they want to talk to. Okay? To show that this works and how it works, we're going to use some equipment that will show how the DNA is taken and to show that it is taken, and some wireless tags which will show recovery of the DNA evidence. Okay? So there will be two parts. The first part, skin sampling, showing that that works. The second part, RFID detection, and showing that that works as well. Okay. To do it, the first one, skin sampling, we have the following equipment. We have a computer which shows which will show the output of this microscope, and we have a piece of skin sampling material right here. Okay. Okay. We'll just work with that for now. Okay. Here's the piece of skin sampling material put underneath the microscope. Okay. And I want you to see that and look at it, the output of the microscope. You can see that it's clear. There's no particles there. Okay. I take it out. Okay. And I rub this on a piece of my skin like this. Just some plain skin. Okay. I'll put it underneath the microscope, and when I look at it, it appears to be clear. Actually, in reality, there are many pieces of skin on this piece of material that just rubbed it, but they're transparent because skin is essentially transparent when it only has a few cells thick. Okay. However, we will do it again on this piece of my skin here, which has been stained with henna. Henna penetrates skin and dyes the protein in skin the same dark brown color. That way, when it is scraped by the skin sampling material, it will be seen. I'm just going to rub my arm here to show that there are no extra things on here. It's not just on the surface. And now with one rub, I'm going to show that I can sample my skin here. Okay. Let's put it underneath here. Okay. If you look in there, you can see plainly here, 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 many small particles of skin that are visible under the microscope. Plenty of tissue to do DNA identification. All right. So that shows the first test, the ability to sample the skin of the attacker with one rub. Okay. Now on to the second part, which will be wireless detection. For this, we use this mobile phone, which has an RFID detection capability, okay. And we use RFID tags. This is an example RFID tag. It's a metal antenna with an IC inside. All right. Another form of it is shown here in this disc form, which is the size of a quarter, which can be used in jewelry like that. Another one is a very small one here, shown in comparison to a dime, very suitable for jewelry. And here's another one right here, which is the same shape as these pieces of jewelry here. Okay. You'll notice when I turn on the RFID phone, you may hear some clicking sound, but that's because the camera we're using actually picks up the RFID signal, search signal. Okay. Here we go. Okay, you can see it's reading it. Okay. Let's do it again. I'll do it with this one here. See that number? It says 2323. This other one here shows 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Over this way. And even this tiny one here can read it as well. Okay. This shows that the RFID tag can be read using an RFID detector. These RFID tags can be read with an RFID detector. The police will have RFID detectors with greater range and power. Okay, so that shows the demonstration video where we show that the RFID tag, the artificial fingertips can sample the kidnapper with one rub, and that they can be wirelessly detected. Okay. This idea is patented, as shown in this US patent here. Patent number 7414535. All right. Thank you very much for watching the video. On the Facebook page, we have other videos and an opportunity for you to blog and communicate with me about your ideas on this invention. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.